You just couldn't fucking help yourself, could you, Game Freak? Hello everyone, this is VG Master 2, and fuck. So despite the fact that they literally had a direct less than a week before, Game Freak decided to force Nintendo to let them participate at E3. So here I am to talk about it. There's actually quite a bit of info, so let's just go. In attempt to keep a piece of shit relevant, Game Freak revealed that you can use the Mew paywall ball in Sword and Shield, not as a controller because, of course, but as a spherical Pokewalker. And you can also use it to yeet Mew into the game, so I guess it fulfills its purpose. Of course, I don't care and will never buy it because it's almost less than worthless, but it's a thing. There were a few features revealed in the treehouse, a new gym leader, some new Pokemon, even though there were 7 announced not even a week before, but I'll talk about them next time, when an official trailer comes out. Today, we must speak of something a bit more serious. So, last year, Game Freak shot themselves in the foot by admitting that you had no free will in Let's Go. Well, apparently, Game Freak loves destroying themselves from the inside, because they done did it again! For some fucking godforsaken, unknown reason, Game Freak, through Junichi Masuda, decided to reveal that they will be cutting Pokemon from the code of Sword and Shield. Excuse me, what? Yeah, unlike last time where they only put Kanto Pokemon in the code because they had no hopes or cares for that game, they are just straight up not putting a chunk of Pokemon in the code. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is the point of Pokemon Home then? Listen, I have no interest in transferring Pokemon up the generations, but that is still fucking stupid. Oh, but wait until you hear the reason behind it. Guys, there are so many Pokemon and we have to animate them and we want to balance them. No, you fucking don't. You're just saying that as a bare bones excuse. What you're really doing is trying to be as lazy and cheap as possible so you can finish the game as fast as possible so you can yeet it out and make as much money as possible. We know this because you've never cared about balancing. You're recycling the same models as the 3DS games, so you're fine on the animations, and you crammed 807 Pokemon into the 3DS, which is much less powerful than the Switch. The Switch is as powerful as around the PlayStation 3. We know you're not gonna make more than 100 new Pokemon, so you're telling us that you can cram 807 different creatures into a fucking brick. But you can't put around 900 in a PlayStation 3 level console. Fuck off with that. Do you think we're fucking stupid? What the fuck are you doing? The community is not having it. A lot of people already hated Game Freak for last year, but now even more people are starting to wake up and finally realize that maybe Game Freak is a piece of shit. They are banding together and begging them to listen. Like, make a patch or delay the game. They don't care, just fix it. Chances are, they're not gonna listen. But it's about fucking time. I mean, how long have I been saying Game Freak is fucked? This is merely the straw that broke the camel's back. I mean, even Japan is pissed. And when you piss off the people in Japan, you know you fucked up. It's so fucking dumb, because the moment everyone gets excited, Game Freak has to do something to shit all over it. There are people reconsidering getting the game because they are just now realizing that Game Freak is a fucking cunt. Oh, but that's not all! You know how a few videos ago I said that Game Freak shouldn't have to replace things and sacrifice consistency in world building just for a quick buck? Well, guess what they're doing? Well, maybe I'll explain. During the Treehouse segment, Game Freak said that Dynamax is replacing the other mechanics. They said replace specifically, and we were like, yeah, we know, you're just gonna yeet him into the postgame. Well, An interview came out, and Game Freak apparently said that Megas and Z-Moves are just straight up not in the game. Now, one of three things is happening. A, it's a mistranslation and they meant replace. B, it's a lie by omission, where they're not putting them in the main game, but they're still in the post-game. Or C, they're telling the truth, and Game Freak is actually that much of a piece of shit. You know, it's funny. With Let's Go, they used Megas as a selling point. But now that it's not convenient for you, you're like, Mega Evolution? What's that? I've never heard of that. That doesn't exist. What the fuck is wrong with you? What, do all of you just share one brain cell? The give me money brain cell? I swear to God, Game Freak, if we don't get Primal, Dialga, and Palkia in those remakes, you will be the scummiest fucking game company. You set it up in your games. Ancient legendary Pokemon with the power of gods can get Primals or Megas. If you don't follow up on that, you will lose everyone. It's just like the original Dragon. Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem were once one Pokemon. You set it up. And if we don't see that in the remakes, you're fucked. Because then we'll know that you're taking quick cash over actually building an interesting and consistent world. I was gonna mention this in one of my other videos, but I literally forgot to record this section, and I'm just gonna say it in this video. This will probably never fucking happen, but I honestly think that Game Freak should pull a Sega and let fans make a main series game. Because at this point, the only way we're gonna get the things that 90% of the community wants is by doing it ourselves. Somewhere around Gen 9 would be pretty good, but like I've been saying, Game Freak is a bitch. I wish I didn't have to constantly berate Game Freak every video, but it's not my fault that they keep fucking up. Hopefully, they let go of their pride and fix their shit, or else there will be a lot less pre-orders. As for me, as I've said before, I've had the game pre-ordered already, which I see now was a mistake. However, I'm gonna wait until Game Freak's final word on the subject before I cancel it. I know there's a less than 1% chance that they'll listen, but on the far off chance that they do, I don't want to cancel the pre-order and then have to spend the money on it again. Or they might just not say a word, in which case, I'm fucked. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm BringbackZ-Moves. I hope not just to see you next time, but for Game Freak to stop fucking up. That would be great.